into those seats there. Now, if your party does reach that row, your entire party does not fit. You are on the next truck, folks. Definitely no need to squish here. Well, Asante Sana Warden, as they say in Harambe, everyone, to win day, which means let's go. Well, Jamba, everyone, my name is Melissa. We're going to be making our way here to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Are we all excited? Oh, sounds like we've had our coffee. Well, good morning. Oh, no. It sounds like we still have energy anyways, which is always good. Now, this is a photo safari, so as we wait here for a little bit of additional clearance, definitely recommend you pull those cameras out now. Have them out at all times. Unfortunately, I'm not able to stop for all of the animals, so you want those best photo opportunities that you can get. Now, is this anyone's first safari ever? Oh, quite a few of you. Well, welcome aboard. Looks like actually the warden is just about to give us clearance, so we're going to go ahead today, start this journey here in the Little Ituri Forest. A lot of the animals, they have very, very good camouflage, so you want to keep an extra close lookout. Never know exactly where those animals might be. Now, as we do go on this journey today, folks, just want to get this out there. If you have any questions about any of the animals, do not hesitate to ask at all. Definitely would rather you leave here knowing what you wanted to know than not knowing. Now, that animal there to the right, brown body, black and white stripes, looks like most of you folks have definitely found it. That is an okapi. Its coloration may make it look like it's related to a zebra, but it's actually the only living relative of the giraffe species. Just like a giraffe, it does have an 18-inch long prehensile tongue. It can actually clean its eyes with its tongue. Yeah, I know. That animal was so reclusive, so well camouflaged, it was not discovered by the Western world until 1901. Now, there's this water hole here to the left. Generally, they are very good places to find animals, just because water is an important resource for all animals. Sometimes we get lucky, too. You might find a rare species around here, so we'll keep our eyes on the lookout, see if we do have that luck today. I definitely hope we do. Although it looks like I think there's an animal on this hill to the right. Can't see it great, but I think I saw a glimpse of fur. Oh, I did. There's some greater kudu on the hillside to the right here. Once we get around here, you'll be able to see them much better. They're the second tallest antelope species, standing 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Oh, but it looks like we're actually extremely lucky, folks. There is a very rare animal here to the left. This is a black rhino. Only about 5,000 left in the wild. Now, do any of you folks know why that is? Yes, for their horn, that is correct. So they are poached for their horn. A lot of cultures think there is medicinal value in the horn. Completely untrue. Merely made of keratin, same material as our hair and fingernails. Not only are there greater kudu here on the right, there's also some bongo up here. Those are the reddish-brown animals. They're also known as the ghosts of the forest because they are generally very well hidden. Oh, there's actually a baby up there on the hillside, too. Oh, very cute. Love baby animals. Now, both male and female bongo, they have horns. They're actually leaned a bit back towards their body. So if they need to run in the brush up here, they can actually run without getting caught in the brush. Now, I definitely just got a glimpse of my favorite bird to see around here on the left. It's a saddle-billed stork, named for a yellow marking on its bill that looks exactly like a saddle. That bird does stand about 5 feet tall and has a wingspan of about 9 feet long. And it vocalizes a lot differently than other birds. It does not tweet, it does not chirp, it actually rattles its bill back and forth to make a chattering sound. Very interesting way to communicate. Well, folks, we're going to head our way here to the Safi River, see if we can find some hippo. Hippo, they are primarily water-dwelling, so if they're around, they're probably going to be in the water. They look like giant rocks, so if you see a giant rock and all of a sudden it's moving, no, you're not going crazy. It's probably a hippo. So we'll see exactly what might be around here. Looks like there's a couple to the right, but they're a little challenging to see, so I'm going to head down river, see if we can see some that are a bit easier. Folks, I do need everyone to stay in those seats for me, please. Now, hippos are sometimes a little challenging to find. That's because when they're in the water, they can actually stay in the water for up to 8 minutes before they do need to come up for air. They'll sometimes also sleep in the water, and when they do so, they'll sleep, come up for air, but it will not interrupt their sleep, and it does look like a group of hippo here to the left. Any guesses at what that group of hippos called? Nah, it's actually called a bloat. Way better than calling it a pod. Group of birds here to the island on the left. These are pink-backed pelicans. Although they look big light gray right now. During mating season, they will turn a pink color on their backs. One of the smaller pelican species, they do still have a wingspan of about 8 feet long. They're also one of the only few pelican species that stay together in colonies, which is why we saw quite a few. Yeah, Glow to Pippo is personally, I don't know if I would say it's my favorite group name, but definitely one of the top ones. Now we're going to be crossing the Safi River here one last time. As we do so, you'll want to look to the left. I do see quite a few Nile crocodile. They are the largest crocodilian species here in Africa, and their jaws are so powerful they can crush through bone. Now what do you folks think these eat? Everything. That's actually pretty much true. They normally will eat fish they find in the river, so they don't always use the strength they have, but they're strong enough they can eat things like zebra, wildebeest, even giraffe. Really, really powerful. Well, folks, we're going to actually start making our way towards the savannah where animals like zebra, wildebeest, and giraffe are found. Savannah is home to a lot of those famous animal species and just a lot of animal species in general. So we should hopefully be able to find quite a few animals up ahead. Definitely hope that's the case. Very interesting tree here coming up on the right. This is a baobab tree. Now it does look like it's growing upside down, but it is growing right side up. That's because it is completely leafless 9 months out of the year, and that is to help preserve water, a very important adaptation to have out here on the savannah, because it really just doesn't rain all that often. They're also very good at storing water in their root system, so if an elephant is around, they need a drink of water, not a water source nearby, they can access water from the baobab root system as well. So a very important tree around here. Oh, now this view from the top of this hill is definitely my favorite view of the entire savannah, just because it is a bird's eye view in a way. A lot of plants and animals they do call the savannah home. Actually, looks like once I get to the bottom of this hill on the right side, I do see some animals. They're going to be brown with a solid black stripe on the side of their body. They're springbuck, smallest antelope species here on the reserve. What do we see? I was looking at the springbuck. Ah, the Ankole cattle, it looks like. Yeah, those horns are massive. Now, springbuck, they also have horns, but they're a lot smaller. They're actually the smallest antelope species. So when we get down here, when you look at them, they are fully grown. They are really just that little. They do a very interesting behavior. It's called pronking, which means they'll leap continuously in the air with their legs straight and their backs arched. Science isn't entirely sure why they do that behavior, but it does seem to occur when something excites them. Now those Ankole cattle, those horns definitely make them very, very obvious that they're around. They are the only domesticated animal here on the reserve, and they're actually one of the oldest known domesticated animals. They have been found in Egyptian hieroglyphics, so that's how science knows they have been domesticated for quite some time. And those horns, they definitely look like they'd be extremely heavy, but they're not quite as heavy as you would expect. They're honeycombed inside and essentially act like giant air conditioning systems for those animals. Blood flows through, cools off, and returns to the body a lot cooler than when it left. So very, very good adaptation to have, especially during summertime. Here in Africa, though, they're also known as the Watusi cattle for the tribe that has domesticated them here, the Watusi tribe. Personally a fan of the brown and white one back there. Very rare predator. We actually don't see them out here on the savannah all that often. Coming up here on the left, one under the tree, some kind of by the rocks. These are African wild dogs, otherwise known as painted dogs due to their unique coloration. Now, they may look very docile right now since they are all laying down, it appears, but they're actually a very successful pack hunter. They will chase their prey until their prey completely falls from exhaustion. And folks, I do need everyone once again to stay in those seats. Now, once they go ahead and chase that prey to exhaustion, there's one laying on its back that's really cute. Don't know if you folks see that. They actually will attack that prey. So I like to say they're cute, but deadly, because I definitely will not deny they're cute. Especially that one that was on its back there, like it was rolling around. Reddish brown mounds are coming up to here. They're termite mounds, created by termites using saliva, dirt, and other materials. As they bake in the sun, they will become as hard as concrete. Animals like elephants will then use them as scratching posts. As they do so, animals like antelope or gazelle will actually use them as a lookout post. Be able to get a bird's eye view of the tall grasses around here, because it's very possible predators can be lurking in those tall grasses. And they can act as a camouflage of sorts, keeps them hidden from the prey they're stalking. So generally, they'll have a more successful hunt if they can stay hidden. Another view here of the cattle. on the right. Very good view of them. Those white horns, they really are just like, bam, they're there. But, like I said, not as heavy as you would think. You can think of it as a crown, yeah. Although I feel like some crowns would probably actually be heavier than those horns, depending on the crown. Now, I did see water buck roaming around here. Okay, I do still see them. Over on the right, you're going to have to look kind of past the grasses. They kind of looks like a brown lump right now. You might get a better glimpse. Those are water buck. Yeah, I like the coloration on their rear side. It does look like there's a target on their rear side. Now, they're usually located near the water, so they actually secrete an oily, smelly substance on their fur that is thought to help waterproof them. And only males have horns, so it looks like I don't see any with horns from back here, but I also have some of the grasses blocking my view. But I can only assume. I do see one for sure. I know one at least is female. Some animals over here in the grasses to the left as well. Solid tan in color. Those are Patterson's eland. They're one of the tallest antelope species. Male stands about 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weighs about 2,000 pounds. The male also has the ability to leap at least 6 feet in the air from a complete standstill, even as large as he is. Oh, they're kind of hidden though. I'll go ahead. Oh, you can see the water buck way better now. Kind of brownish eggy. Also springbok again way back there. Well, let's see what else we might be able to find up here. Don't see anything else in the grasses yet. So we'll move on up here. Sometimes animals, they can be very well hidden, although I definitely do see a Maasai giraffe coming up here to the left. Giraffes, they're the tallest land mammals when fully grown. They'll stand at least 18 feet tall, although males typically do stand taller than females. Now, when a giraffe baby is born, that baby will actually stand 6 feet tall at birth, so a newborn giraffe is taller than me. And as tall as giraffes are, as much as they look nothing like us, they actually have 7 bones in their neck. As large as they are, a lot of folks think there'd be way more. There's not. It's just 7. Their bones are just a lot larger than our bones. Actually, it looks like there's a group of giraffe here. You ready for another fun group name? That's Tower. It's Tower of Giraffe. I am not making it up, I promise you. I am not making it up. Some groups have really great names. Now you can tell they are Maasai giraffe because those spots are messy and irregular in appearance, unlike other giraffes that may have a more square-shaped and defined type of marking. Well, we're going to start making our way here towards elephant country to see if we can find some elephants up ahead. As I do so, we will be passing these rocks up here on the left side. As we do, you'll want to look to the left because it's an area called Monkey Point. Always seems to be that there is a troop of mandrill monkeys in that area. They're actually the largest monkey species here on planet Earth, and you can tell that a monkey is a monkey because they have tails. So all monkey species have tails. Apes, they do not. So if you ever were to look at a gorilla or chimp, you may notice they don't have a tail. It's because they're an ape. Dominant male of a mandrill monkey troop will have bright blue, vivid colorations on his rear side, and he will also be the largest one. So keep your eyes out for that one. Well, let's see if there's any on this hillside here. Hey, folks, see them? I see one over by that tree. I don't think I see the dominant male though. I just see what probably are females.
I see one by rock.
Still very cool to look at though.
Oh, there's another one by
We're gonna go this way and see if we can find some elephants up here. Actually, there's one on the right way back there, but you know what? That's a really not good view, so we're gonna see if we can find some more up ahead. Now, elephants, as popular as they are, as famous as they are, they're unfortunately endangered, and that is due to poaching for those beautiful ivory tusks that they're known for. Poaching itself is actually a very real problem here in Africa. It does affect many species, and it's made so many endangered, even almost extinct. And once an animal is extinct, folks, that's it. It will never return to this planet Earth again. Poaching, though, it is 100% preventable, so hopefully one day we will all be able to say it's a thing of the past. Now, just to give you an idea, a lot of the animals we've already seen so far, they actually have been poached. There's really not that many animals that are safe from poaching, which is really sad. Now that road back there is closed, so we'll continue this way. Oh, this bridge looks a bit old, but we're gonna take it. I've definitely been over bridges that look way worse than this one here in Africa. Generally, I just go nice and slow and I don't move. So if you folks don't move, we should be fine. Hakuna Matata, as they say here, it means no worries. Alright, looks like no one's moving. We should be fine here. Alright, we're not fine. Oh, lean to the right, lean to the right. Okay, a little bit more. Oh, a little to the left. Okay, alright, okay. I think we've, okay, are you folks all okay? Yeah, okay, I'm okay. Alright, now, who made the sudden movements? Now, see, ma'am, I know it's your birthday in the pink. No, don't try to blame me the one you're with. No, it was you. No, I know it's your birthday, but that does not mean you get to do exactly everything you want. No. Now this area here, these are red clay pits. Elephants, they do use red clay to add nutrition to their diet. Definitely do see quite a few fresh tusk marks here, so good sign. Actually, it looks like there's one right here to the left. This one's a way better view than that other one that we saw earlier. Actually, it looks like there's a couple. Now, this one that is closest to us is a juvenile elephant, not fully grown. You can tell because elephants, when fully grown, they weigh at least 11,000 pounds. They're the largest land mammals. That one's definitely not quite there yet. Elephants, they actually do have the second longest childhood, though, of any mammal. We as humans, we have the longest. And when an elephant is pregnant, she will be pregnant for 22 months, giving birth to a baby that weighs 500 pounds. Only makes sense, though. Largest land mammal, you would expect some big babies. Definitely does not disappoint. Oh, it actually sounds like I'm close enough to Harambe. Might be able to pick up some tunes with the views out here. Looks like there's going to be an elephant right here by the water to the left. Now you'll notice it's using its trunk similar to how we might use our hands. It's going to use that trunk to go ahead and pick up the food it's eating, take its food to its mouth and eat that. They also use their trunks to drink water, so they'll lower their trunk to the water source, pull that water in, just like we use a straw. Take their trunk to their mouth and get a nice refreshing drink. Their trunks, they really are very, very important tools. Now the birds here to the left, these are greater flamingo. They actually are gray when they hatch, so they will not have those beautiful pink colors until they're adults. And that's because they need to eat a diet of brine shrimp, which contains a mineral responsible for that color. Ready for this one? That's a flamboyance of flamingo. I really am not making it up either. Well, we're gonna make our way to a different part of the savannah. We'll see exactly what else we might find. Definitely hoping we're finding some other animals around here. Oh, actually, it looks like we're very lucky. It looks like there's some white rhino to the left. It's a monitor young. Young, I want to say, is probably about a year old. Now, they are endangered for the same reason as the black rhino we saw earlier, poaching for that horn. They, however, weigh a lot more than black rhino. They weigh about 5,000 pounds, so that little one has quite a ways to go. Now, look at the shape of their mouth. That's actually how they got their name. They're not named because of a color. They're named in reference to the Afrikaans term "vite," because their mouths are very square and broad, which "vite" means wide. Over time, though, white became white, and now they're just forever white rhino. So if you didn't know the difference between white and black rhino, you do now. It's the shape of their mouth. Does that satisfy anyone? Because they look very gray. Definitely was very satisfying when I learned that fact. I was like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense now. Now this area here to the left, it is an area known for cheetah. Not sure why they prefer it, but they do seem to prefer it. Cheetahs are actually the fastest land mammals. They can go up to 60 miles an hour, but only in short spurts. They're also one of the only big cats that are a daytime hunter, so they will do their hunting during the day. Now there's a cheetah up here on this hillside. The best way I can describe it, you're looking for something that looks like a white log. Peer above these bushes that are right You might be able to see it. I'm gonna pull up here. The angle's a little bit weird, so I'm gonna travel nice and slow here. If someone doesn't see it and you do, definitely help them out. I'm gonna go nice and slow because I don't think if I stop, there's one particular good angle for everyone to see. Everyone able to see the cheetah back there? Definitely hope so. Sometimes they're a little difficult to find. Their coloration, it definitely blends them in very well. Now these are copies that we're looking at. Copies are tall rocks we find out around here. Sometimes different animals might be around copies, so we're gonna have to see if there is anything around here. Don't see anything yet, but there could be something on the other side, so I'm gonna drive around here. Actually, there's a female lion. It looks like she might be awake too, in between the taller rocks way back there. Very rare sight to see her awake, actually, because lions, they're nocturnal. They'll sleep at least 18 hours a day, sometimes even more. Once the sun sets, though, it is the female lions that do the hunting for the pride. Oh, it looks like the male's right here. The male, he'll actually protect the pride. He doesn't really do the hunting. His roar can be heard up to 5 miles away, though, so a very impressive set of vocals on him. Looks like there's another white rhino. Actually, even better. You ready? You ready? It's a crash of white rhino. I really am not making this up. I really am not. I promise you. I really am not making them up at all. Now, I do think we're going to be able to get a better view of them as soon as they get around the rocks, as well as those zebra I saw. No two zebra, they have the same exact black and white stripes, just like no two humans have the same fingerprints. And their coloration, it does serve an important purpose. It's known as disruptive coloration, which means when they run together as a group, it's not to confuse predators, so one predator cannot tell where a zebra starts and ends. Kind of helps them. Some warthogs here to the left. They're kind of looking like gray rocks under the tree there. They are the largest burrowing mammals, and occasionally they will take their burrows from other animals that have previously left them behind. Now, when they go in those burrows, they'll generally have their tusks facing forward. That way, if a predator is around, they're a lot less likely to be bothered. It looks like we're going to get a great view of these white rhino zebra. Actually, there's also another animal here to the right, brown and white in color. It's a bottebok. That's actually an extremely rare antelope species to see, and that is because they are primarily extinct in the wild, except for in reserves like this one, and that's due to poaching. Once again, in the right light, their coat has a purplish tint. I have no idea what those zebra are doing. That was interesting. Huh. I guess. I don't know. That one's off on its own now. Oh, now actually some really awesome animals coming up here on the right as well. These are addax on the right. They're primarily desert dwelling. They really don't need to drink water if they don't want to, because they get most of the water they need from their diet. Really helps them out. During summer months, their coats will be more white, and during winter months, their coats will be more brown. And that is to help them either cool off or warm up, depending on the time of the year. So really, really awesome. They can also dig the top layer of dirt. They'll try to get to the cooler dirt below if they do need to additionally cool off a little more. So they're really well adapted. Well, this area here, this is a newer area of the reserve. It's called Magadi Glen. We'll see if there is. Actually, oh, I definitely do see something. It's going to be on the hillside to the left. All I see is white right now, though, so I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm going to get a little closer, and then I'll know. A lot of animals are white, so a little too far away. Oh, it actually looks like there's 2 scimitar horned orcs. That's what these animals are. They're named for the horns on their head, which do resemble a scimitar sword you might find here, or not here, primarily in the Middle East is where you'll find the scimitar sword. Now, they're also a desert-dwelling animal, oddly enough. They actually go for long periods of time without water because they're capable of raising their internal body temperature to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Matches the outside environment, prevents them from sweating. That way they preserve any moisture they do have in their body. They're not losing it by sweat. Extremely crucial in those desert climates. Not a lot of water, really hot, really dry. Well, folks, it is that time that we do make our way back to the Warden's Post. If you do wish to see more animals, though, while you are here in Africa, definitely do recommend the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail, home to lowland gorilla, as well as my personal favorite African animal, the meerkat. I think they're really cute. And if you are fans of baby animals, that really is a good place to go and explore. Lots of baby animals on that trail, all exceptionally adorable. If you folks are also feeling inspired, you do wish to help out animals, you're just not quite sure how to go about that, when you go back to Harambe, I definitely recommend talking to some of the locals about Disney's Conservation Fund. Really cool program, provides funding to a wide variety of groups all over the world, so something to look into if you folks are interested. If I do have Wilderness Explorers on board, the name of the safari vehicle you have been riding is the Simba 1. Once again, folks, my name is Melissa. Definitely do recommend you come back and take another safari with us. Since no two safaris are ever the same, never know exactly what animals you might see or what those animals might be doing out there. Roads are also bumpy, so check those pockets and bags before you do leave. Definitely want to make sure you leave here with everything that you did bring on board today. And I won't tell you goodbye, because goodbyes, they're too final. Definitely don't like them. Definitely hope to see you folks again very soon. So I'm going to use the Swahili word kwaherini. It means to go well. It's just a lot less sad than saying goodbye. Well, Jumbo Warden,